The issue of global warming is, of course, a controversial and divisive topic, and it has been such for some time. This broadcast has on occasion been criticized by either side for challenging global warming theories or simply saying why not accept the idea of global warming as a basis for stewardship of the planet. Either way, somebody gets offended. Well, tonight, relax, we have another report for you. And all of you who believe in global warming will be challenged, and the facts, if you're not interested in the facts, you shouldn't pay attention, as Inez Ferre reports.
A confusing picture of our world's climate. 3 independent research groups found that 2008 was the 9th or 10th warmest year since 1850 when record-keeping began, but it also was the coolest year since the turn of the 21st century. New data from the University of Illinois says ice levels are roughly the same as those seen 29 years ago. But after decades of ice melt in the Arctic, that may be of little comfort. The increase is because of the formation of thin ice, which melts easily once the winter is over. Even so, one climatologist skeptical of global warming feels the entire debate is muddled with selective data.
We are too short-sighted, or certainly those who believe in it are not looking at the big picture, which needs to include other factors, the natural cycles in the ocean and in the sun, that are the real drivers.
NASA scientists report that more than 2 trillion tons of land ice in Greenland, the Arctic and Antarctic have melted since 2003. Some farmers fear future regulations on greenhouse gas emissions could include what could amount to a cow tax. The United Nations calculates livestock are responsible for 18% of greenhouse gas emissions worldwide.
Extremism in the pursuit of climate policy is certainly no virtue. What's really going on is we have rather a moderate increase in temperature. So why would one jump off the bridge and take money away from people?
The Environmental Protection Agency says methane, a greenhouse gas associated with livestock, is not being considered for regulation at this point.
There are also more questions over claims that so-called global warming is man-made. Scientists are looking at sunspot activity. They're linking the presence or absence of sunspots to warmer or cooler temperatures on Earth.
Yeah, the one issue here, and as we have examined and reported on the issue of global warming, it is so clear that on both sides, but particularly the pro-global warming, if there's such a thing, if I can put it that way, they've raised this thing to a personal belief system. It's almost a religion without any question. And what we're watching now, we're in what, the second year of the solar sunspot activity cycle, an 11-year cycle. And many scientists are saying, my gosh, compared to what our sun can do, man has minuscule influence.
And there's some scientists that say that, for example, last year there were 266 days out of all of last year that there was no sunspot activity. And so they're saying now this is going to indicate cooler temperatures on Earth. But yeah, I mean, people are very passionate about this topic.
Well, passionate. We're all concerned about this planet. We're concerned about our atmosphere, our air, our water, and our children's futures. But there seems to be such a crowding out of facts and objective assessment of those facts. And as the scientist, the climatologist in your report suggested, there is such selective choices of data as one discusses and tries to understand the reality of the issues that make up global warming. Thank you very much. That's right. Nice job.
Thank you.